My fellow Americans, I just did an 1,100 and some words post that I put up on Facebook, and I will be putting it up on humanitymatters.org. Yes, I actually am the domain owner of multiple websites, or I should say domains. I own about, I would say right now, about 6 or 7. Now, you might say, well, how come I don't know exactly? Well, because quite honestly, I haven't really looked into a few of them. As a matter of fact, one of mine just expired literally yesterday. And if somebody steals it, that's all right. If they want to have my name, that's okay. I probably will rebuy it, or I should say repurchase it. But that's not why we're here. We're here for a very important reason. I speak of this battle plan and how you must, all Americans, whether you're Republican, Republican, Constitutionalist, Libertarian, Independent, Green Party, Democrat, or Republican. I always said Republican, Democrat or Green or anything. Every single one of us needs to take $50 every week and lock it up. Yes, lock it away for 365 days. Now that means each time. So what that means is at the end of a 365-day period, you should have at the least have about $2,400 locked away that you don't touch. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, why in the world would I make myself suffer? And you even mentioned, Albert, you might be speaking if you were speaking to me, that it's going to hurt me, it's going to hurt the economy, it could cost me my job, and a million other things. And that's absolutely true, but I'm telling you the truth. See, I could ask you to do this plan for my own agenda. I won't do that. I won't do that. You see, it's not my agenda, it's your agenda. And you're probably thinking, no, it ain't. Yeah, it actually is. Yes, we will hurt the economy, and hopefully we will really hurt Wall Street. Now, you might be thinking, well, I have money in Wall Street. If I hurt Wall Street, it's going to hurt me. Well, let me make you feel good real quickly. We are going to take possibly up to $15 billion a week out of the economy. Now, I can promise you this. $15 billion is going to get Trump and every member of Congress, Trump, Pence, every Republican, Democrat, Independent, or any name, not only in the federal legislature, but everywhere. It will get everybody's attention. It will get every American's attention, frankly, and it will get every business's attention. And yeah, for a while, it will be really, really bad. And I mean, when I say for a while, it might be a week, it might be a month, it might be 2 months. You might think to yourself, why would I ever do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I hurt myself? It doesn't make sense, Albert. This plan is stupid. You know what? Normally, you might believe that, but I know you're smarter than that. So let me tell you what this plan really would do. I don't know why people voted for Trump. At this point, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But if you have voted for him in hopes that our economy is going to get better, well, I have a bad thing to tell you. It's going to get worse, a lot worse. But I'm not saying that because I'm anti-Trump. I'm anti-Trump policies and Republican Party's policies. But hold on a minute. You might think I'm bashing anybody. I'm not. Because the Republicans are not the only one that had full control of the government in the past. Back in, I believe it was 2008 to 2010 or 2010. The Democrats had all control. They weren't doing anything fantastic. Yes, we had a better economy. But they didn't do what they could have and frankly should have done. And we want to be honest here. Every single member of Congress has received donations from somebody. So theoretically, they owe somebody some favors, some legislation, something. And this is not to disrespect the good members of Congress, but you are bought and paid for. Whether you want to admit it, whether you like the sound of that or not, you are bought off. There's not a member in Congress who hasn't taken donations. and been asked or made to sign on to bad policy or even good policy. So my fellow Americans, what does the $50 a week from every man, woman, and child do? It simply does this. It takes the power away from the members of Congress of any city or state, well, state, not city, but state, or the federal government. And it brings the money back to you. Yeah, you heard me right. Now you might say, well, how does that look? How does that work? Can you really expound on that? I would love to expound on it. But I promise you, you probably wouldn't watch the video because it would take 20 to 50 minutes. So let me say it this way. Our government, and in fact our entire planet, survives on what they call money or currency. I think you would agree to that, no matter if you're Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative, right? Without money, it doesn't run. You can't even buy a loaf of bread without it, right? Am I right? Can't download. Well, you probably could illegally download, but you can't buy anything without it, right? Or a form of credit. Well, here's the thing. When we take out $15 billion every week, that's $60 billion in 1 month. I promise you, if we manage to take out $60 billion just from 1 month, every single business on the planet will take notice. Every politician on the planet will. And when we say unilaterally, well, not unilaterally, but in a unity and unified way, forget your political or religious beliefs for a minute. We do this, all Americans united, and I guarantee you will see an America you've never seen before. So, now that I got you maybe a little bit interested in doing this, let me give you a reason to go at it. Go for it. Simply this. Without money, there's nothing on earth being made or sold or bought. Well, maybe sold but not bought. And actually, without money, it can't be sold or bought. So what that means is this. We take out $15 billion. We don't use it online. We don't use it offline. We don't even use it for medical emergencies or financial emergencies or food emergencies. That money, for all intents and purposes, are gone. And within 1 month, $60 billion will be out of the economy. That may not sound like a whole lot when we're looking at a government that spends trillions. But what if they don't listen? We take out the $60 billion so they don't listen. Well, if we did it for just 10 months, I don't want to do it that long either, but let's just pretend that we did. In 10 months, that would be $600 billion. Do you think maybe they would listen to us then? Or maybe we'll go for another 2 months. That would be $720 billion if we did this for 1 year, every American. I promise you, they would listen. That's almost $1 trillion in 1 year. So, here's the thing. You might be asking yourself, but how would that get me a better job? How would that get me better pay? Well, let's think about this logically. Let's say you work at a big box store. And they're paying you, well, we'll be generous. We'll say $9 an hour. Some of them, we'll even say $15. Well, if people around America are dramatically reducing their spending, I'm not telling you not to go out. I'm not telling you to boycott anything. I'm saying if you have a $200 budget per week, you just simply reduce it by $50. So we're going to be still putting a lot of money back into the economy, but we're going to be taking enough of it out that every employer on earth is going to get nervous. What does that mean? That means that they're going to need to treat us all right. Whether we live in America or we live in Spain, it doesn't matter. It literally will change the globe. And why? Simple. Because when you have people not giving you your life support, which is your money, which is your life support. Money is almost as important. In fact, it is as important as breath. And I'm not trying to disregard our higher power, the Lord thy God. But in this, unfortunately, on this planet, it is equal to breath, or close to it. We'll say close to it. Now, that said, every organization, every church, everybody around the globe, we do this, they're going to be listening. So what does that mean if you work at McDonald's and you're making minimum wage? They see this happening, and they see us demanding higher wages, or whatever it is. They're going to cave in, and we're going to have done it legally, ethically, peacefully, and financially. But the financial part is stronger than just about anything. Now, don't get me wrong. Those women's marches and these other subsequent marches and the future ones, they're powerful. But it would be even more powerful if we can get 10 to 15 million people to walk on Wall Street 3 times in 1 week during the working hours, shutting them down. Legally and peacefully walking, and just walking, not stopping, just keep walking. Millions. Then it's not a protest officially. They can't make it illegal. They can't kick you out because you're just walking. It just happens to be there's millions of you, or hundreds of thousands. Shut down Wall Street during 8 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shut down Washington, D.C., 8 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the weekdays, whichever city you want to pick. Organizers out there, get moving. Women that organize the Women's March, do this. March on Wall Street from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make that be your next march, and during the weekdays. Will it take you quitting work for a day? Yes. Who cares? Now see, the marches, especially if we shut down D.C. and basically all of New York City, not just Wall Street or Los Angeles, yeah, that's going to have a huge impact, a multi-billion dollar impact, in fact, because Wall Street trades around the globe, don't forget. So it could actually equal our 300 million strong. Now, let us be clear about something. When we take away their money, it ends up getting you more money. Yeah, you. Because if you're working at Walmart, or you're working at McDonald's, or you're working at Kmart, those that are still open, or maybe a Wendy's, or a McDonald's, or let's say Taco Bell, or let's say a minimum wage job anywhere, what's going to happen is every state in the United States is going to be forced to have a national living wage, or better. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say because you've been brainwashed to believe this. It's not true. But you're going to say, we would have to jack up prices for everybody. We would have to increase prices. Employers would have to lay people off. Our taxes would go up. And a million other things that's in your head right now. And I'm telling you, it is a lie. It is not true. How do I know? Well, ironically, a conservative radio station made the mistake of reporting to their base, but I listen into the conservative stuff too sometimes. Yeah, I do. On KQV.com, 1410 AM in Pittsburgh, PA, located in the United States of America, the great state of Pennsylvania, the city of Pittsburgh. It's KQV.com. Any rate, yes, KQV.com. They gave a report out. I forget the organization. But we have $89 trillion in America collectively. You heard me right, $89 trillion. So the money is there. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, why are you still poor? There's a number of reasons. But the question is, do you want to get to where you're earning real income? Now, a lot of you want better jobs, or just any job. You'll get them. See, because when we control the government, we the people of the United States, and we the people of India, and we the people of China, and we the people of Russia, and we the people of every country on earth, we will control this world. And we will have done it legally, ethically, peacefully, and financially. And when we do, every corporation on earth has to listen to us, or they won't exist. Now, I know you don't think we have that power. You've been bred and lied to, all of us, including me. So you might be thinking, how did I start breaking out of it? I looked around. And I noticed, you know who decides to go to the stores? In my family, I do. I decide not only to buy gasoline for my vehicle, but how much and when. You see, you control the world. Because without you, us individually and collectively, without us, there is no Walmart. There is no Donald Trump Towers. There is no Hillary Clinton income. There's nothing. That's right. So what I would suggest each and every one of you do is take your $50 and lock it away every single week and work to get 300 million Americans to do this. You do it by yourself first. And then you get your brother to do it, your sister to do it, your mom and dad to do it. Spread this like wildfire. Spread this like a viral video times 1 trillion. Because if this goes viral, you're going to have more money in your pocket. Oh, and since I love you so much, because I do. Yes, my ultra-conservative Republicans, I love you too. Don't like your policies. They stink. Sorry, they stink. But I love you. That's it. I'll tell you a little secret. Those of you who have the vision to start believing me about these businesses and actually getting in and doing the work, that's the key, doing the work. Let's just say you'll have if you do the work, you're going to probably end up having a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? And I'm serious. If you will put the effort in, there's a good chance, and I mean an excellent chance, you're going to have something you never had before. But here's the thing. Yes, I would like you in my businesses, but let's get back to this so I can end this video. This battle plan is a battle plan meant for every Republican, every Democrat, every conservative or every liberal, every libertarian or constitutionalist party, every independent, every Tea Partier. I think there's a new one called a Coffee Party. If they're trying to form, if they do, it's meant for them. It's meant for the Greens and the Libertarians. I probably already said Libertarians, but the Green. It's meant for every single American. We have 314 million Americans. I want 312 million to do this plan. Why 2 million less? Because we'll give that to the top 1% and 0.1%. And we'll do this for ourselves. Oh, and one other thing to Donald Trump. And even Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all the billionaires out there. We're actually stronger than, even if you're good guys and gals, we're stronger than each of you combined. You see, Warren Buffett has nothing on you. You may be the poorest person in America listening to this. You're more powerful than Warren Buffett. I bet you didn't know that. You're more powerful than Bill Gates. I bet you didn't know that. So let me give you a little heads up. Who buys their products or invests in their companies or their services or their food or whatever? Now, my fellow Americans and my fellow Egyptians, now you get it. It is not the corporations or the governments of the world that has really the power. It's not presidents, emperors, dictators, kings or queens. It is you. It is me. Because we are the ones who use the money. Yeah, they may have a lot of money, but they got it from us. Do the plan and change everybody's life. Do the plan. Yes, I am the inventor and the originator of this 4-part plan. My name is Albert Torcaso, Torcaso. And if you want to be powerful, you want to be great, put the $50 away.